Hey, what's going on, y'all? This Shane the House Guy. And today, I just have a simple question. Why aren't we doing deals together? Why aren't we making money together? And today, I'm talking to realtors. Let's get into it. So, just a little bit about what I do. I solve problems that a lot of other people can't solve. Whether it's a mobile home, house, land, well, whatever the case may be, I help solve problems. So today we're gonna focus on a deal that it came to me from a realtor. Let's dive into it. Hey, good afternoon, guys. This is an ad. This video is sponsored by Bullet Bourbon. They're not paying me. I'm just drinking it. Back to your regularly stationed program. So that's his property here. So let's just go down to the. Let's see what was happening with it. So this is what I wanted to show. As you can see, this property was trying to be sold, relisted June 28th of 2023. Okay, so what happens here? Probably this is the the initial point of foreclosure where there may be enough gap between what you owe and what the house is worth to actually make something. So they were trying to sell it. So they were trying to sell it. It's clear as day, June 28th of 2023 at 380. Then what happens? June, July, August, 3 months goes down, the price changes. 2 more months goes, the listing gets removed. This is never a good thing. So when it comes to realtors, so basically from June, that's about 5 months from June to November. 5 months, no sale. Is that seller happy? Absolutely not. The seller hired a realtor to do a job, and the realtor did not do the job. Point blank, period. The realtor cannot sell this property. The realtor failed them. That's why realtors need to set realistic expectations at the beginning. Then you don't run into these problems. So 5 months, it doesn't sell. So they say, I guess they take it off the market. So then guess what happens? In June of 2024, it's listed for sale again. So what happens? June, nothing. Actually, a month later, price change. June, July, August, it's pending sale. But what do you think happened to make it not go through with the sale? Solar panels. And we'll get to the solar panels arrears in a few. Solar panels. It's a whole nother loan, a whole nother lien. Like, stop it. So then it's back on the market. It didn't sell. Now it's back on. August, nothing. September, nothing. September, price change. September 27th, the listing gets removed. So you have to think September 27th, 2024, the listing is removed again after it price dropped from 380 all the way down to 298. Is this seller happy? Absolutely not. I dropped my house dang near 100,000, and realtor, you still can't sell my house. What's going on here? So what happens maybe around November? The realtor reaches out to me. He reached out to me directly. Say, hey, I'm having a problem selling this house. Can you help me out? I say, send me the details. It took days to get the details, but I was like, okay, whatever. So a couple days go by, then I get the details. I say, hey, let's schedule a call. Me, you, and the sellers. I could definitely help. I'm confident I can help. I'm not sure to what degree, but what I have to do is I have to get a few instruments that's going to help me help you and help me help them. So keep in mind, this listing is removed at this time. So at this point, I don't even need the realtor. I can reach directly out to the seller at this point because there's no listing agreement in place. There's no contract in place. But I kept the realtor, the listing agent on because I like to create organic and authentic relationships with these realtors so that not just on one deal, we do 2 deals, then 5 deals, then 10 deals. Then every time you're in a problematic situation, guess who you're going to think of? This guy. So September 27 happens. So then I start crunching numbers, and I'll show you the way the numbers came around. So the loan balance, as we can see here, the loan balance was about just say 234. Now this is what was the deal breaker in everything. And let me control B this. Let me bold this. That is the problem in everything. What happened? Question mark. We can FaceTime if you want, comma, but I'm doing a video. Are you okay? Question mark. All right. Anyway, so this what was the deal breaker and everything. The solar panels. So, oh Lord. Okay, I got to mute that. I'll get back to it. So, solar panels was set. Listen, $78,000 for solar panels. 78,000. Imagine that, 78,000 on top of the original loan balance. So now you're at, you're over 300,000 at this point. So, and the solar arrears is what they're behind on the payments. They're behind $3,000. So, and it took $21,000. That's how far they were behind on when it comes to foreclosure. The interest, missed payment fees, legal fees, attorney fees, foreclosure fees, fee 504 fund fees, all type of fees come when you're going through foreclosure. We ain't gonna talk about it, but this was still a great cash flow opportunity. So guess what happened? We move forward with it. So, and keep in mind this. So this particular this house, it was scheduled to go to auction very soon, and it was to the point that the sellers just said, "To heck with it. I don't care about it. I don't want to walk away with anything." Just they're pretty much done with it. So an opportunity came to my desk. I said, let me see how I could help. Not myself, but let's see how I can help this realtor who brought it to me. Let's see how we can help these sellers. So keep in mind, there's no listing agreement at this point because there's no listing agreement at this point. So I really don't need the realtor at this time. But guess what happened? We keep the realtor on. So guess what eventually happens? Guess how much that realtor got paid out of that? This is the agent. Guess how much the agent got paid? The agent got paid. I'm not sure if you can see that. Control B. $7,000 out of that. On top of that, the same sellers who didn't want to make anything off of this, guess how much they made? Cash to sellers. They end up uh, walking away with $2,000 a piece. So what happened was we paid the agent. Agent got his check. We, did this paint, carpet, etc., etc. We got their arrears caught up, which was 24,000. Their arrears is everything they were behind on both the their mortgage loan, their moan, new word, and the solar. So we got that caught up as well. So what happens in that case is instead of them getting a foreclosure on their credit and not being able to, rent or buy a house for the, almost probably the next close to a decade, for them to be able to walk away with money and good credit when they were originally going to walk away with horrible credit and no money, this is how we were able to help them. This is how we were able to help that realtor, because keep in mind that realtor was not able to sell this house for over a year, from June 28th of 2023. Now we're at September 27th of 2024. So that's over a year trying to sell this house, and they can't sell this house. So did I help that realtor out? Absolutely, because this was closed. The listing was removed. Wait, this is so from the time it came to us, which say if the listing got removed in in September, I think we got this around November. And yeah, because that was before I went to Cuba in December, and by the time I went to Cuba, it was already closed. So it was closed in less than a month. So for what this realtor couldn't do in the last over a year, we were able to get completed in less than a month. And of course, we remodel it, rehab it, and obviously we put it for rent. By January 9th, everything is already closed, and it's already been rehab, remodeled, and we're ready for it. March 12th, we had it rented out. So that's why I'm able to do this video now. But the point of this video is, why aren't we doing deals together, realtors? Why aren't we making money together, realtors? Why aren't we collectively helping these sellers out in the best way possible? Sometimes we reach out to realtors and you've had your a real estate license for 10 years, for 20 years, and you know everything. A wise man once said, "He that knows everything knows that he knows nothing." And he that knows nothing knows that I don't know what the rest of that say. I've been drinking. Sponsored by Bullet Bourbon. And the point of this is, no matter how long you've been doing it, no matter how long you've been in real estate, never be afraid to add different pieces to the puzzle. As a realtor, when somebody comes to you with different types of offers, that's telling you, yeah, we're gonna pay your full commission. Yeah, your seller's gonna get what they're fully asking for. Don't shut it down at the first phone call. Don't shut it down at the first text message. Here I'm literally showing you piece by piece how, and this is just one instance. We've helped many upon many. So the question is, why aren't we doing this? Ask yourself that question. And what I always say is, if you ever have any problems with any problematic properties that may need a little work, or that's been on the market for 3 months, 4 months, and you don't see it going anywhere, why not be humble enough to say, "Hey, I need help," because ultimately it's not you. That you have a fiduciary obligation to do what's in the best interest of your client. If your client hired you to sell their house and you're having a problem selling their house, reach out to someone who can buy their house clearly in less than a month. So that's the point of this video. Let's network. Let's grow together. Let's get it, baby. We out.